Hi everyone, Ellen Blackmore here from WA. I'm just putting this little video together about how I run my business on a day-to-day basis, how I upgrade customers into distributors and then distributors into supervisors and etc. So I'll tell you my little story quickly. As you can see, the Stig is in the background and toys are everywhere, so my daughter's asleep, and that's how I run my business every day, is just around my daughter. So yeah, my Herbalife story. I got started as a customer first. I started when I was about 8.5 months pregnant and was sleeping 15 hours a day and just felt really terrible, and so I just thought I need to do something to be healthy for when this baby comes. And yeah, so I got in contact with my old coach and got started. Within the first 3 days I was sleeping 8 hours a night instead of 15, and I could not believe that because I've slept 15 hours a night since I was in year 8 and so that was amazing for me. And so after I had my daughter Mia, I went on weight loss, and I lost 10 kilos in the first 6 weeks, and now I've lost 43.5 kilos. So I'm really excited about that, obviously. So that's a huge benefit to my business, is my product result, but mainly it's how I feel about my product result, because I always think that you can lose 43 kilos doing anything, but it just wouldn't have been as hard, and I wouldn't have had as many health benefits as I've had. I'd still be sleeping 15 hours a night and feeling hungry all the time, and so this was just the easiest, best, funnest thing for me, and it was really easy for me to follow. And the best part is my husband's a chef, so I still get to eat really good food. I wouldn't be able to live off salads and rice and stuff. So yeah, so thanks for jumping on the call. So I'm going to run through how I start the month. So basically I make a plan. Every month I write down all of my business, all of my customers, all of my distributors, all of my supervisors, and I map them out to where I think they can be this month. So I never put like my ideas on anyone. If I think that they are only worth a senior consultant, they could be potentially a president's team member. So I always put a lot of my hopes and dreams into them, thinking that, you know, if I can do this business, then they can too. So I'll just show you one of my plans actually. So I hope these girls don't mind. There's no surname, so that's okay. So oh, you won't be able to see it. I just do it on my iPhone. Yeah, you can't see it. So I just write on a whiteboard 10,000 volume points. Who can do that this month? Who's on their way there? Who has a big COI with heaps of excited customers or something like that? And I write all their names down, and then I do 5,000. Who do I think can do 5,000 this month? Who did 3,000 last month? Who can stretch that little bit further? And same goes for 2,500, 1,000, 500 even upgrading to an alternate. So I map out everything. That's the biggest, most important thing. Then I add it all up, and then that's my volume goal for the month. So because I always go, oh, I can do 20,000 this month, but then I map it all out and it says 80, and I'm like, wow, maybe I should be resetting my goals. So yeah, that's how I make my plan. I put a dream board in my bedroom and in the bathroom of all the things that I want to achieve this month, this year, the next 10 years, which is really important, so I can see it every day to remind me why I'm doing this, which is really important when you live a busy lifestyle. You have to remember what is, like, why are you doing it? It's easier not to do it, but in the long run I want to have financial freedom, so that's my plan. I also do a lot of my business on Facebook. I do a few different groups. So I've got a client group and a distributor group. The client group is for anyone who's thinking about Herbalife, has inquired about Herbalife, or like for my existing clients. I get them all on the group, then that way they can share how their days are going, any shake recipes when they're excited, when the delivery comes, when they lose a kilo. It's really awesome for client follow-up. They're all following each other up, and they're all upgrading because they're seeing other people post things about, like, oh, the tea is so amazing, and then so one of my other clients who are just on a quick start will go, what's the tea? And so it's been really beneficial for our business. And then I do have a distributor group that is pretty much for the same thing. We have like recognition. Someone moves up a level in the marketing plan, everyone else wants to know, how did she do it? And so that's been really good, and everyone's sort of upgrading themselves like that. But it's also really good for community. I think that's really important, is because Herbalife people can be crazy. We've got so much energy and we've got all these goals and we're achieving all this stuff, and most people aren't like that. They're really tired and they hate work and they come home and watch TV and they're sad, and so we can seem crazy, but it's good because we've got these Facebook groups like community that all these other crazy Herbalife people and all these other people with so much energy, and so that's really awesome. And then I host shake parties for my customers and my distributors' customers, and so that's basically I've got a YouTube video about it. It's called how to do a shake party, and in brackets part 1 and part 2, and so you can have a look at that. But yeah, it's basically getting everyone around and trying some shakes, and they're really, really fun and cruisy as well. And then so when I do a shake party, or when I'm around people like at a barbecue or getting my nails done or something, I'm always on the lookout. So I'm 24/7 open for business. I want to, the kind of people that I'm looking for is future President's Team members, but they don't have to know that they're a President's Team member. So I find that most people don't want to do, not want to do the business, but they don't sign up with this huge attitude that I'm going to make it kind of thing, because they haven't seen it. They haven't seen the big picture, so how would they know? So you always got to remember that when you sign someone up, is don't pitch that they're going to get rich before they've even bought the products. They might not even like the products. So I just try to take little steps at a time, and I've been finding that it works much, much easier for me. So the way I upgrade someone from nothing into a world team member so far, I don't have any get team members, but I will let you know, is it's really, really simple. So I'm always looking for someone to get on the products. I'm basically always, always, always looking for lots and lots and lots of clients. It is hard to manage a lot of clients, but I do like to just have 20 ordering all the time. Then I upgrade a few into distributors and then replace those few, and then upgrade a few and then replace those few. It works much easier that way. But always looking for people to get on the products. That's my main recruiting method. I don't do any flyers or ads or anything like that, but I do go to the shops almost every day with my badge and a shake or a tea, and just go into shops and say, try on clothes and go, oh, I better not buy these jeans, I've still got a couple of kilos to lose, I've lost 43 kilos. People go, wow, how'd you do it? And that's how I meet lots and lots of new people. That's a huge thing for me. I'm really scared about the badge even now, and I've been in business for a year and a half, and I'm still scared about the badge, but I do wear it. And this is a really good line that I use, is when someone asks me, this is just my personal version of the button hit, so if it doesn't work for you, go back to the button hit in your manuals, but this works for me. If someone goes, how? And I pretend I forget that I'm wearing it and go, oh my gosh, I forgot I was wearing it. I just came back from a weight loss challenge. Just with cellular nutrition, these nutrition programs, they're really amazing. It was really easy. And they go, cool, or whatever they say. And then once there's that awkward silence, it's really hard to sort of close the deal sometimes. They normally say, okay, oh, cool. And I'm go, okay, do you want me to grab your email address and I'll send you an info pack? Because an email address is really non-confrontational. I wouldn't give my mobile number to a stranger. So I find emails work really well. And if they were just faking it and they weren't really serious about losing weight or whatever their goal was, they just will give you a fake email address, and that sorted that out. So I really love doing it like that. But yeah, so I'm always looking for that President's Team member. So when I get someone who is interested in the products, I sign them up. Whatever program they can afford works for me. I'm happy with that. I will warn them if they're on a lower program, like a basic program, that it may not be as easy to fall off. You still will lose weight, of course, but it won't fall off as easy as the ultimate. And so they know that when they first sign up. And so if they do not get the results thereafter, then they know they just need to upgrade. So that's really easy. And also I try to get them the best results possible no matter what program they're on. I just work really, really closely. My whole team, our major focus is product results. Because for me, I haven't had to do many DMOs because my product result is awesome. And I can say that it is awesome because it is. So you want yours to be awesome too. So yeah, just work with your customers, get them the best results possible, and then just work with their product result. It is so awesome. So even with clients, I get them to take their before photo and say, you don't have to show anyone, because they'll see me sharing stuff on Facebook. I say, you don't have to show me, you don't have to show anyone, just keep it because I didn't do one and you'll regret it later. And then so they do that. Once the second they tell me they've lost a kilo, I say, or whatever it is, like anything positive, 3 days in, I've got so much energy, or whatever it is, I go, oh my God, and make a huge deal out of it, and like, I'm so excited, I'm so happy, that's so amazing, like, because I'm genuinely think it is amazing. Every gram, every, like, hour more you've got in the day to spend with your family is amazing. So, yeah, I really, really celebrate it. I recognise them on the Facebook group if they're okay with it, and then I always say, did you know you can sign up and get it cheaper? That's all I say. And they say, oh, no, how? And I'm like, oh, you just get this VIP pack. It's $125. It's a one-off fee. It buys you a 25% discount. And you can order your own stuff, but I'll still be your coach. And they're always like, oh my God, that's amazing. Sign me up. And so I sign them up. Within like a week or so, I get them to place their order. I always say, like once I check my BizWorks and it says like 195 or 200, it's normally about 200 to 250 volume points they've ordered, and they don't know what volume points are yet, so that's fine. And I just call them and say, you know, you're one pack away from 35%, and they're like, what? They had no idea. And so they've gone from being on a quick start to ordering 250 volume, which is an ultimate and a half, because it's cheaper and they see it there, so they add it to the cart. Then I get them to do 500 just because it's better for them. Like, I try not to think about it as volume for me. Every single new person, every single new customer is a potential 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 20,000 volume points a month person. They just don't know it yet. So baby steps for me. So yeah, get them up to senior consultant, 500 volume points, so they're on a permanent 35, and 100% of the time they order at least 500 every month, because they've got a spare pack at home. They'll have a mum or a sister or someone who goes, hey, you've lost some weight, what are you doing? They'll be like, oh, this Herbalife stuff. They won't even know how to pitch it, but it'll work. They'll go, oh, this Herbalife stuff, I've got some at home if you want some. And they're like, okay. And then they've got a client, and they didn't even want clients. It's amazing. And you just do that all month with all your clients, all your distributors' clients, all your supervisors' clients, all your clients' clients. Like, it's so much fun and so easy, and all we do all month is just upgrade people baby steps at a time. So once they're on the 500 volume points next month and they've got that client, I make sure I pretty much help them both. I'm coaching them both because they're still a VIP. So I work with them and their client, and then once they start saying things like, yeah, she wants to upgrade or anything like that, I say, you know, now you've got a client, you sort of need to come to a training to learn how to look after your client the best possible. You only need to come to one. You've got a free ticket in that VIP pack you got. And they go, oh, okay, cool, when? And so I just organise for them to get to an STS or a meeting, or preferably an STS because we live in the country, so it works better for us. And if they can't come, then try to do something like a webinar or get them to see the bigger picture. But I just say, you know, you're going to come and learn how to be a better coach, and they go, cool. And that's really easy, baby steps. And then so they come to an STS, and of course they see all the testimonials and all the money that can be made, and they go home and go supervisor. And so the last week of the month, I work with everyone who came to the STS and help them to get to the next level, whether that is active supervisor, world team, whatever. So that's been working really, really well for us in our team. It's really, really awesome. And even if that person doesn't know how to get to supervisor, then like all I do is show them the easiest way for them. Particularly, we use all of the supervisor methods, not just 4,000 in 1 month. We really prefer the easier ways, the slower ways, because that means instead of having 4,000 volume points 1 month, which is awesome, but next month they'll do 160 or something. So if you don't turn it over, so I just don't like the pressure of having a 4,000 bought order in my team. So a lot of the times we do syndication. We drive lines, drive them as steep as we can, or we try to do the 5K method if they've been around for a little while, or 2 months in a row, getting them to get a success builder or something like that, whatever works out better for them. So that's been really, really awesome. And then I do the same for my team's clients. So that's all I've been doing lately, is just working with my distributors clients and helping them do the exact same thing, then helping my supervisors do the exact same thing, get to the next level, help them get people to the STS. And so it's been really, really easy. It's a really simple way to turn 10 customers into 20,000 volume points.